I am sharing with you my experience having a CT scan or a CAT scan in the abdominal region and the pelvic area. And what led up to this is I had an x-ray on my chest. There were some questions. Then I had a colonoscopy, endoscopy. There were more questions. So what happened is the recommendation was get a CT scan on my abdominal area and pelvic region. There's a whole process in getting the appointment itself. To get the appointment, you need your doctor to have a written request to radiology requiring that you ask for each test, both of them together, because I had two. So what happened is I called my doctor. She had the test requested. I then talked to radiology and they were able to follow up with my insurance. They talked to the insurance. They said it would be a 2 full day wait for me before I was able to get my appointment. And then they were able to follow up and tell me what I needed to do. They explained that I would need to either pick up the barium before I go in for my appointment, a day or so before, or go in 2 hours early so I could start drinking it at the office. They also had me do a 4-hour fast, which was quite easy because it's 4 hours. So. Get up, but what I did is I went 2.5 hours early to my appointment, and for parking and for standing in any lines to get up to the front, right? And I was able to go in. They gave me a cute little gift bag. Actually, I have it 1 second. And, so cute. Cute gift bag, right? Okay. Cute because it's good for your health, and it's cute. You know, you might as well get something for this, right? And then I had 2 barium bottles. I had to drink both of these. I've actually done a video on that because, oh, it's an experience I hope to never repeat ever, but it was for the greater good, so I did it. With the first barium bottle, she said you have to drink this within 15 minutes of opening it. You have to do it at this time. Sit down, drink it, then, you know, take a break. Then you must take the second one at this time within 15 minutes and then come back. It's like, okay, I got the instructions. She wrote them down. She had a cute little pamphlet that she put in the little gift bag. And I set my alarm on my phone. I always do that because as great as our memories can be or cannot be, having something else remind you is fantastic. So I went, took a little walk around the hospital, and I shook it really hard, had my barium. It was absolutely awful tasting. I know they tried, so props on the trying. Thank you, people. It was still really bad, but, you know, could have been worse. So then I took the barium, waited for the second one, got support from my sister, wonderful, had the second one, went in, and I waited in the waiting room. And I thought, oh no, you know, I've had x-rays, I've had MRIs, all of that. Do I wear jewelry? Do I not? I don't know. So I took off all my jewelry, put it in my bag. I always have a little keeper for it. And I was completely ready, and I thought, I don't know if I change or what. Wasn't a big deal. They called my name. I went back there. I put my purse on a chair, and they said, "Kay, want to get up?" And I was like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, just lay on the bed." And I was like, "Are you serious?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Clothes on and shoes?" And they're like, "Yep, absolutely fine." It was amazing. And I was like, "Oh yes." So I laid down, and it was, you know, a little stiff and awkward. And she's like, "Would you like a warm blanket?" Like I'm gonna say no. It was wonderful. So I got a nice warm blanket. They I just had an IV on this part, so I think she just went up the vein a little, used the same vein. It is a little painful, but, you know, could be worse. Took that, she used the vein, dug in deep, got it a little bit of time, but not so bad. And then they had me put my arms over my head and just relax. Then they told me when to breathe out. And I mean, I really tried to make my belly big so they could have lots of space to look at. You know, like, oh, and then suck in. And then they did whatever, and you go back and forth in the, I guess it's like the donut hole, but you're like, your bed is going back and forth, back and forth. And then it was literally like 10-15 minutes max. And they were talking, but honestly, I was so tired. I was probably babbling. I don't even remember what we talked about. And they're like, "Okay, we're done." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" Like, I go through like rigorous tests. This was amazing. So simple. The worst part about it was the barium. I did not feel good. My belly was not happy with me, but I did what I had to do and I got the test. I have to give you a heads up for the CT scan. One thing I skipped, kind of glossed over, I'm totally hitting it on the head here. Of all the things that I read, just kind of prep or whatever, just basics of it, they did not tell you that when this IV goes in and they put the, it's like the dye or whatever it is, I don't know. They put that contrast in. They'll say, you'll feel some warmth here. I'm like, okay. So I felt some warmth and they're like, and that should go down into your pelvic region, right? So I'm like, okay. So I felt some warmth. It was kind of delayed. So I felt it. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of warm. Then all of a sudden I was like, I think I may have just peed my pants. I literally thought I did. And she's like, no, you didn't. That is what it feels like when it goes down. So you have this strange heat, and yeah, I could feel it. But definitely when it was there, it was so, warm and all that. I literally thought I had peed my pants. I asked her because I've had like some crazy things happen, and I was like, oh my gosh, did I just have a really bad reaction? I didn't. It's part of what it is. And I think it'd be nice for people to have more heads up on that one, okay? It lasts only for a minute or two. A little shocking, a little different. It does the job. You're in and out, then they put you out. What I do, and this is a heads up to everyone, I truly believe we all need our own records. I'm saying this out of experience. I've had some really rough times where I've had to fight doctors for my records, where they didn't look thoroughly. It took a long time to be diagnosed with polycythemia vera, which I have. All of those things, make sure to have your records. So whenever you go for a scan or anything like that, tell them I would like a copy of this. I would like a disc, whatever, beforehand. They were very accommodating. I waited 15 minutes and they came out with a CD. I got to bring it home. I looked at the CD. I don't understand anything. I played with the colors, thought it was funny. I was very proud. I have some ab muscles. I was very, very proud of that. And that's pretty much it. So I don't know the answers. I don't have the answers. Nothing was resolved. And that's one thing I found. I always want resolution when I go in, like, oh, let's fix this. It was not resolved. It was just tested. They're looking at it. We're in a process. That's a lot of therapy for me. Anyhow, that was my experience with the CT scan. I actually took myself on a little date. I found a new cafeteria in the hospital. I ate like crazy. I had a great time, relaxed. I ate junk food. I ate so much junk food. I totally shouldn't have, but sometimes you just got to. I don't know, just in that way, in that mood lately. So I had junk food and then I went home and I was still exhausted. Kind of my usual anyhow. I was tired. I took some rest. I had fun. I hung out with my son, had a good time. That was my experience, and I hope that you can learn from that. I hope you do not feel weird and judged if you have the same heat experience. It's okay, it's normal, and best of luck. I hope that if you're looking for solutions and answers and you're going through all these tests, I hope you realize that they won't always have the answer right then, but you're doing your job and processing. So best of luck to you all, and wishing you health and happiness.